After years of waiting, young Sheldon fans have something monumental to celebrate. Netflix has officially begun streaming Season 7, the final chapter of the beloved Big Bang Theory prequel series. The news hit the streaming world like a burst of helium from a whiteboard experiment gone wrong, sending longtime viewers and newcomers alike racing to their screens. For those who have laughed, cried, and grown up alongside the child genius from East Texas, this is more than just another binge drop. It's the emotional full circle of a television era. The long-awaited arrival. Since its debut in 2017, Young Sheldon has been a rare kind of sitcom success, both a heartfelt coming-of-age story and a nostalgic bridge to one of the most iconic comedies in TV history. While The Big Bang Theory gave us adult Sheldon Cooper, the socially awkward physicist who redefined geek culture, young Sheldon dared to show us how he became that man, and in doing so, built an identity all its own. For years, fans outside the US have clamored for Netflix to complete the collection. The first 6 seasons streamed on the platform to rave reviews and soaring viewership, but Season 7, the bittersweet final installment, remained elusive. That is, until now. As of this week, Sheldon's story finally reaches its poignant conclusion on Netflix, complete with laughter, heartbreak, and a farewell worthy of its legacy. The final season, Growing Up, Letting Go. Season 7 of Young Sheldon was always going to carry emotional weight. As the show caught up to the timeline of The Big Bang Theory, fans knew this would be the end of Sheldon's East Texas journey. What they didn't expect, however, was how deeply the season would explore not just Sheldon's intellectual growth, but his emotional one. We see a young man who's no longer just the quirky prodigy struggling to fit in. He's now confronting life's biggest lessons: loss, ambition, and independence. The series finale brings a touching sense of maturity to the character. While the adult Sheldon we met in The Big Bang Theory often felt emotionally detached, the young Sheldon finale gently reveals the humanity behind that armor, the boy who once feared change, but ultimately embraced it. Without spoiling too much for first-time viewers, Season 7 delivers several unforgettable moments that tie directly into Sheldon's future. There are nods to his future friendships, glimpses of his eventual Caltech life, and a scene so emotionally charged that even the most stoic viewers will find themselves reaching for tissues. From laughs to legacy. What makes Young Sheldon remarkable is how it evolved beyond its parent show. While The Big Bang Theory leaned on punchlines, Young Sheldon often leaned on poignancy. It wasn't afraid to be still, to linger on family dinners, awkward teenage crushes, and quiet Texas sunsets that framed a young boy's genius within the warmth of small-town life. Jim Parsons' narration, a constant thread through all 7 seasons, brings an added emotional resonance to the story. His voice reminds fans where it all leads, but also how far Sheldon has come. By the time we reach Season 7, it feels as though both versions of Sheldon, the child and the man, have completed each other's stories. Fans have also praised the show's ability to flesh out the entire Cooper family. Missy's rebellious wit, George S.R., steady but often misunderstood heart, and Mary's fierce, faith-driven love have made the Coopers one of the most beloved sitcom families of the decade. In Season 7, each of them gets a moment to shine and to say goodbye. A fitting farewell. Season 7 doesn't rely on spectacle. Instead, it opts for something more honest, a quiet recognition that even the brightest minds must eventually leave home. Sheldon's departure for Caltech feels less like an ending and more like a rite of passage. When he boards that plane, there's a sense that the little boy who once hid behind scientific equations is finally ready to face the chaos of human emotion, the one variable he's never been able to calculate. The finale's emotional payoff isn't limited to longtime fans of The Big Bang Theory either. Even for those who have never seen the original show, Young Sheldon stands beautifully on its own. It's not just a story about science and intellect. It's about belonging, love, and the strange beauty of growing up different in a world that prizes sameness. The cultural impact, why Sheldon still matters. More than a decade after Sheldon Cooper first entered pop culture with his iconic Bazinga, the character remains a fascinating study in genius and vulnerability. What young Sheldon did, and what Season 7 perfects, is strip away the comedic armor to show the human underneath. In an age of high-speed storytelling and endless reboots, the show's grounded approach feels refreshingly sincere. It doesn't rush to deliver jokes or rely on nostalgia alone. Instead, it builds a living, breathing world around one extraordinary child who is both a prodigy and, at times, profoundly lonely. This sincerity is perhaps why the series has become a comfort show for millions. Viewers see their own family quirks in the Coopers, their own teenage confusion in Sheldon's awkwardness, and their own desire for acceptance in his struggle to connect. By its final season, young Sheldon isn't just a comedy. It's a mirror for anyone who's ever felt like an outsider trying to find their place. Why Netflix's timing is perfect. The timing of Netflix's release couldn't be more ideal. In an era dominated by reboots and nostalgia-driven streaming wars, young Sheldon feels like a warm homecoming. Its arrival gives fans the chance to relive the journey from the very beginning, from Sheldon's first experiments in the garage to his final steps toward Caltech. And for Netflix, this edition fills a golden gap in their catalog. With The Big Bang Theory and young Sheldon now side by side, viewers can experience the full emotional and comedic evolution of one of TV's greatest characters. It's a rare chance to see how childhood curiosity can blossom into adult brilliance, and how humor can evolve into heart. What comes next for the Cooper universe? Fans of the franchise have more good news on the horizon. CBS has confirmed development of a new spin-off series focusing on Georgie and Mandy, promising to explore their journey as young parents. While Sheldon's story may have reached its conclusion, the Cooper legacy clearly continues, a testament to how deeply audiences have connected with this fictional family from Medford, Texas. Still, as young Sheldon Season 7 finds its home on Netflix, it's hard not to feel a twinge of nostalgia. This isn't just another streaming update. It's the closing of a chapter that began with a single knock on a door and a brilliant boy who changed the world one quirk at a time. Final thoughts. In the end, young Sheldon Season 7 isn't just a farewell, it's a celebration. A celebration of intellect and imagination, of family and growth, and of television's ability to blend humor with heart in a way that endures. Whether you're a diehard fan who's followed Sheldon since his Pasadena days, or a first-time viewer discovering the Coopers anew, Netflix's edition of the final season is the perfect excuse to press play. So grab your spot on the couch, pour yourself a glass of sweet tea, Mary Cooper would approve, and prepare to laugh, cry, and say goodbye to one of television's most extraordinary journeys. Because while Sheldon may have finally found his way to Caltech, he's also found something far more important, his way into our hearts.